As days blend into months, we find ways to make life just a little sweeter, be it through ordering out or trying our hand at making those old family recipes. And it goes without saying that we've been in a tricky situation this past year when it comes to dining out. That most of us foodies, myself included, have been itching to get a taste of good food once again.
There are two traits that Filipinos are known for. One, we're known for being hospitable. And two, Filipinos are some of the biggest foodies in the world. There's no doubt about that.
Mabuhay, everybody! You are now boarding GPSTV. I'm your host and travel buddy, Kevin Lapeña. Join me as we navigate our way through your favorite local destinations. Walk and talk with me as I take you through the streets of the capital. And prepare yourselves as we make sure that you go safe, go travel to your next food adventure.
Boasting proud local flavors, rich traditions, and eating practices unique to the country. What better place to experience a Filipino food trip than in Manila, the melting pot of both Oriental and Western cultures. With Southeast Asian, Chinese, Spanish, and American influences. Get ready to chibog more than you can chew. And tag along with me on this gastronomic journey. Let's begin our adventure and navigate from the Philippines starting point.
In these very concrete roads, our national hero, Gat Jose Rizal, left his footprints as he was being escorted to Bagong Bayan, or as we all now know as Rizal Park.
This serves as the nation's starting point when measuring the distance going to the different provinces and cities in the Philippine Islands.
So if you aren't familiar yet, at this point, you can use this as a way to measure how far the next town is. So in a way that you'll be able to navigate your way around like a GPS, only in a more traditional sense.
Let's start this journey by paying homage to one of the first Filipino jet-setters, Rizal, traveling around the world, essentially inspiring his heroic riding. #travel goals.
Alright, so right across the Manila Bay port is this long park that stretches over 60 hectares long that houses the very popular Rizal Monument, lush landscaping, and of course, some restaurants. Alright, so now all this talk is starting to get me hungry. Why don't we grab something to eat?
If you're a foodie at heart, you can't skip Chinatown in Binondo. At almost every turn, there's a restaurant offering the best of Chinese food. Binondo has been an active place of commerce for Chinese traders for 400 years, known as the world's oldest Chinatown. This hub offers monumental temples, feng shui goods, and budget-friendly Chinese food. Your Binondo food walk will not be complete without buying some pasalubong from Ang Bitin Chinese Deli. Their purple signage of Ang Bitin can be seen from afar. When you see it, you can only think of good quality Chinese treats. And to conclude our Binondo food walk, why don't we go somewhere more upscale? Along the streets of Reina Regente, nestled at the heart of Binondo, is the Hotel Lucky Chinatown, where innovation and luxury meets comfort. When dining and traveling restrictions are lifted, you should try Cafe de Chinatown, the premier all-day dining outlet. You can choose from a wide array of international cuisine infused with a modern Asian twist.
We are fortunate enough to have been joined by the chef de partie of the Cafe Chinatown at the Hotel Lucky Chinatown, Chef Christopher Yu. Chef Chris, thank you for having us over.
Thank you, sir. Good morning to everyone.
All right, so before we get started with the questions, just wanted to ask you, Chef, how have you been?
Since, the pandemic really hit the hotel industry, but we're lucky and blessed that in Hotel Lucky Chinatown, we still have our job. We continue to serve the people and continue to deliver good food and quality food to them.
Can you tell us more about Cafe Chinatown?
Cafe Chinatown is a modern contemporary restaurant. Basically, we plan on creating menus with a fusion menu, but with a twist. First, we have the pata prieto. We're taking on a modern twist from the classical dishes. For the pata prieto, actually, the inspiration for that, it's a family comfort food of a Filipino Chinese family from their kasambahay.
Wow! I have to let you know, Chef, I have never been a fan of patatim, but your patatim, I really wouldn't mind ordering it again.
The lechon, of course, there's no Filipino gathering complete without lechon. Then stuffed with kiampang, traditional Filipino fried rice.
So I'm gonna do this Filipino style, spoon and fork. One of the best crispy lechon bellies I've tried. It has the right amount of flavor and the kiampong is perfect. It goes perfect with the pork.
The Buddha's Gold become that because of the salted egg wings trend before. We changed it into a healthier version with fish and tofu. Not only the young generations can enjoy, but also the older generations as well. And then we also have the El Gambas pizza. It's a fusion from the Italian to Spanish.
This is spectacular. This is really good as a proper meal, even as a snack perhaps on the side. I think this is one of the most surprising, I would say, finds that you would have if you'd want to go on a Binondo food tour.
Since we're in the Binondo area, we have a lot of Filipino Chinese community, so we make a twist on the modern tikoy. Yeah, we make it a baked tikoy.
Who can ever skip on the famous Chinatown in Binondo? Depending on your budget, you can score all kinds of Chinese-Filipino fusion dishes, such as noodles, dim sum, and so much more. It looks like this is your lucky day.
Just a few minutes away beyond the walls, and you're in for an altogether new gastronomic experience. Walk and talk with me to Intramuros.
Since we're already here in Manila, why don't we travel back in time to get a taste of the local cuisines and experience Spanish-era Manila through the walled city's churches, museums, and restaurants. Step inside the marvelous walled city of Intramuros. Kuya Eugene, let's go!
You may go to Fort Santiago via taxi, jeepney, or LRT. To make sure that you can go safe, go travel to Intramuros, please take note of these guidelines. At the entrance of Intramuros, you'll be greeted by your friendly Guardia Civil. Visitors will undergo temperature checks. Accomplish a contact tracing form by scanning the QR code. Purchase a ticket upon entry. Wear a face mask and a face shield at all times. But you can remove this protection during picture taking, but make sure to put it back on right away. You can choose to travel by foot or on a handmade bamboo bike once you're inside its fortress. For 400 years, Intramuros was the center of Spanish political, religious, and military power in the region. The history behind its ruins make Intramuros a must-see destination in Manila today. Upon exiting the main gate of Fort Santiago, you can head southeast of General Luna Street, past the Plaza Moriones and the Palacio del Gobernador, and you'll see the cathedral on your left, one of the most popular churches with magnificent architecture. Jump back in time and experience what it was like to be a walking ilustrado. Casa Manila is the museum that depicts the kind of lifestyle rich Filipinos and mestizos used to have. Just on the other side of the plaza are lines of bamboo bikes that you can rent if you want a more unique and breezy alternative to go around Intramuros.
The Baluarte de San Diego is one of the popular tourist spots that are open in Intramuros right now. And as you can already see, it's really nice here because it's open, it's green. So aside from Fort Santiago, which also has the same feel if you're looking for a sense of openness. Alternatively, you can go here to the Baluarte. If you're looking for an impressive view of the city, then you should dine at the Sky Deck, located at the rooftop of the Bayleaf Intramuros with an alfresco style dining. The best time to dine here is during sundown, so you can experience the majestic Manila sunset. Now that is dining with a view. You've seen the food, you've seen the hotel, but right now we have the privilege to get to know not just the hotel a little more, but the person behind the wonderful spread that we have here tonight. We have with us the executive chef and the F&B manager of the Bayleaf Intramuros, Chef Carlo Santiago.
Hello, welcome to Bayleaf.
How are you? How have you been, chef, especially for the past year?
Well, we've been well and we've been blessed enough to be operating during this pandemic because we've been a quarantine hotel also for our fellow Filipinos here in the Philippines. We threw our best to give jobs for our employees and we survived.
Looks like it, because from the looks of it, there are a lot of people already dining at Sky Deck,
well,
right?
it gives us hope. It gives us hope for the next coming year, hoping things will be back to normal. We know it's not going to be normal, but it's the post-pandemic normal that we want to happen.
For those that aren't familiar, what is the Bayleaf Intramuros?
First of all, the Bayleaf is owned by the Laurels. That's why the name of Bayleaf comes from the Laurel. So English of Laurel is the Bayleaf.
Bayleaf,
yes. The Bayleaf is also a boutique hotel that we have about 57 rooms. We have a suite. We also have a ballroom. We also have cater to weddings and any kind of events that you want.
Yeah, and actually Chef Carlo and I were talking earlier, and you mentioned, because I told him, since I host a lot of weddings, I'm part of the wedding industry, a lot of the couples that I've hosted for have mentioned the proposal happened at the Sky Deck.
Based on our experience for the past 10 years that we've been operating, a lot of people always calls us for reservation and they want to propose to their bride-to-be. Then we always arrange flowers and they always ask for the table beside the view. Of course, we can, as much as possible, we want to make it special for them.
Okay, so now this is going to be my favorite topic for our little discussion here tonight, Chef. What are the specialties of Sky Deck? And I assume it's the dishes that you prepared here in front of us.
The dishes that I chose for you to taste is actually the dishes what guests wants to order during the sunset. First of all, I'd like you to taste first the gamberetti. This is like a Spanish-inspired gambas. But what's different and unique about this is that I added almonds, preserved lemons, olive oil, and fresh parsley to it.
This is gambas actually, Chef. One of my favorite dishes.
Oh.
So anytime there's a chance for me to get to try perhaps a chef's twist on the dish, I really am excited to taste it.
Enjoy.
Wow, this is really good, and you can really taste the almonds as well. Chef, 8 thumbs up for this.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And next,
okay,
we'll have the chili calamari. It's one of our crowd favorites as well. So it's just deep fried calamari with a chili garlic aioli.
Oh wow. Have to dip it in the sauce. I love how you can taste the chili right away.
Yes.
Wow.
let's go to Mexico. This is our version of the beef birria.
Oh, wow.
This has been it became a popular street food in LA, America. So I wanted to try my own version. I want to try the Filipinos to try it as well.
Okay, so dip it here, and
Yes,
would it
a
be
lot
fine
of-
to,
yes,
to dip
yes.
it here in the
Yes.
chili oil as
I
well?
suggest more consomme though.
More, okay. Get it in there. Get it in there. And then get it in here also.
Yes.
Birria. Chef has been excitedly waiting for my feedback. Craving satisfied.
Oh, thank you very much. This is actually the Raffaele lamb ribs.
Okay.
We sous vide this for more than 12 hours. Then we finished it in the wood-fired oven.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. I'm not a big fan of lamb, but this is good.
Oh, thank you.
And it really goes well with the mint jelly. And the meat is so tender.
This dish has been with us since the opening. It's our ensaymada pudding.
Chef, incredible work.
I'd like to invite everybody at the Sky Deck. Good food, good view, and of course, good company, good service.
I couldn't have said it any better, and I can't wait for everybody to get to try the wonderful food here at the Sky Deck at the Bayleaf, Intramuros. Once again, thank you very much, the executive chef and F&B manager.
Thank you as well.
Chef Carlos Santiago. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Skydeck is an outdoor dining restaurant. As mandated by the IATF, both vaccinated and unvaccinated customers are allowed to dine. Social distancing and the use of face mask and face shield is mandatory upon arrival.
Let's go to the gateway of entertainment city's Manila Bay area in Parañaque City, the newest premier leisure, gaming, and entertainment hub in the Philippines, not to mention a culinary mecca of world-class food establishments.
First on the list is Nobu Hotel Manila, co-owned by award-winning actor Robert De Niro, superstar chef Nobu Matsuhisa, and movie producer Mier Teper. This star-studded property is aptly located at Parañaque City of Dreams complex, offering, you guessed it, a luxurious hotel experience with, of course, a line of dishes to pair with your luxurious taste.
That's right. This dish is called New Style, Salmon New Style.
One of the key people responsible for maintaining the utmost quality of this beautiful place, we have with us the general manager of Nobu Restaurant, Mr. Bong Palomares.
Thank you, Kevin. Hello, everyone.
Do dine-in guests have to be vaccinated to be allowed inside?
Thank you for asking. Yes. So for indoor, guests requires to have their either the proof of the vaccine, the hard copy, or a picture is enough.
Okay.
Right. Then for the outdoor, if you are not vaccinated, then we will, of course, entertain you and we will ask you to sit our cabanas or on patio al fresco.
Oh, so it's pretty much for everybody still.
Correct.
Everybody is welcome at
Yes.
Nobu Restaurant.
There's no discrimination.
Wonderful. Appreciate the time, sir.
Pleasure is mine, Kevin. Thank you very much.
We are fortunate enough to be joined by the head chef of Nobu Restaurant and one of the reasons why the food here is world class. Thank you very much for having us over, Chef Mike De Jesus.
Thank you for having me, Kevin.
All right, so now I want to get to talking about Nobu Restaurant, Chef. I hope you wouldn't mind telling us more about Nobu Restaurant. What is it about? What is the story of Nobu Restaurant, and how is it different from all the other restaurants, perhaps, that people can dine in here in the Philippines?
Well, for my personal experience, for me, being a chef, you're always nitpicking You know, the service, the food, the ambiance. The reason why I actually applied for Nobu is because of the service and the environment when I came in to dine. You know, I was just totally blown away. It's like one of those things where you're just not a guest, you're family. And that's how I try to teach my chefs and the staff, is that's what I get from Nobu, is that we're welcoming people to our home.
And it's good that you mentioned that, because my favorite part about having conversations like this with people like you, Chef, is getting to see and hopefully getting to experience the specialties that Nobu offers.
Yes, of course.
All right. Shall we?
Yes.
All right, my favorite part of every shoot. Chef, thank you for preparing all of this for us.
Excited to serve it for you.
All right, so not to make everybody wait longer, what do we have here, Chef? Can you take us through the food?
So we have some, Nobu's known for luxury, best quality ingredients, and nothing exemplifies that more than this taco. It looks simple, but the ingredients that we use are top.
Okay.
So this is a caviar taco.
This is really good. You know, I think the common misconception with caviar is sometimes it's too salty. But I'm not sure about this particular kind, or maybe it's just because of the blend of all the flavors here, or perhaps the avocado. I love it. And the taste of the seaweed also, I think, pulls everything together.
Now the next dish in front of you is our Nobu sashimi signature sampler. This is what Nobu is really known for. My all-time favorite and still favorite dish is the yellowtail jalapeno. The tiradito is actually Nobu's version of a deconstructed ceviche.
Chef's favorite, the yellowtail jalapeno, right? I like how fresh this tastes. Now on to the next dish, Chef. What is this in front of
So
me?
this is one of fan favorites. A lot of our special guests request this dish. This is sea bass jalapeno miso. So it's marinated in jalapeno miso and on top of baby corn and snap peas.
This is pretty sweet.
So this is the Kobe beef.
Kobe, oh wow. With the smoke and everything.
This is like our mini robata grill. Bento-chan charcoal with shishito. You have roasted baby vegetables. On the side is anticucho sauce, teriyaki sauce, and matsuhisa gochujang.
Oh wow, the Kobe beef is amazing. I hope the way that I articulate how to describe the food is a little more technical, because there are just some things about this meat that you can already tell this is high quality meat. This is different from all the other steaks that I've eaten. I love the taste. It has like a smoky taste to it also, Chef. For the benefit of the Filipino market, do they also usually ask for rice along with this?
Of course, rice is life.
Okay, so at the end of all the courses, we have one of my personal favorite parts of any meal, dessert. You were telling me about this earlier, Chef. This is your own twist on leche flan?
Yes. So we just added green tea to add that Japanese flair to it.
Wow. And it's not usually as sweet as the typical leche flan. So I think this is just right. Especially with the texture of the mochi and the red bean. This is really good. This is really good. Chef, thank you very much for this dining experience, and I can't wait for all of you to get to dine here and taste the food for yourselves as well. Chef, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
And see you all at Nobu Restaurant.
Come and taste what Manila has in store
Oh wow, the Kobe beef is amazing.
and savor the sweetness and sumptuous meals at noteworthy hotel restaurants and buffets around the metro. Traveled the walls of Intramuros and tasted its classic Spanish-Filipino fusion. We've traveled deep into the flavorful world of Chinatown in Binondo.
Always remember that for everyone to enjoy a worry-free travel experience, we first have to go safe before we go travel. Until the next flight, this has been your travel buddy, Kevin Lapeña. Please watch our future episodes and see you again only here on GPSTV. Go Philippines! Soar high! Tara, kain tayo!